Devon. 7:39. How do you fancy this for a change of scenery? Something that might not appeal to everyone, but if you've got a bit of time on your hands and you like the idea of discovering new places, this could be right up your street. Jim Brown and his wife are part of a growing band of professional house sitters. No, I didn't know either. They'll be spending the next 6 months in Widdicombe, and when our reporter Caroline Adams met Jim at a local coffee morning, he was already a fully fledged member of the local community.
We came to Widdicombe in November last year to do what we call a winter house sit, and we're looking after a Lakeland Terrier in a beautiful thatched cottage just outside of Widdicombe.
What does the house sitting involve? Are you moving around several houses in the course of a year then?
Yes, well, they vary in lengths. You can have a week or a fortnight, which is the general length of time people would go on holiday, but this one is a 6-month one, so it's quite a big one. And of course it's over the winter, so we don't have to worry about keeping warm in the winter time.
Do you have a home of your own somewhere else or not?
Well, no, not now. We sold our house. We had a 4-bedroom detached house in the northeast last year. We sold it at the end of June, and we're pretty much full-time house sitters. And when we're not house sitting, we live in our little touring caravan, which is currently in a farm at Liverton.
And one of the ladies serving coffee and tea here was just telling me, you're just like part of the community suddenly here.
Yes, we like to get involved with the local community events, and this coffee morning is one of them. We get involved with the local churches, we get involved with the groups. We're in the choir for the area which actually meets here on a Wednesday night. And we just generally get involved and get our hands dirty and help out where we can. I do a little bit of IT. I'm rebuilding a website for one of the churches over at Hexworthy, St Raphael it's called, yeah. So we just get involved and do what's needed.
Is there a growing demand in Devon for this now? Are you finding other people either offering the service you're offering or just a growing demand for people like you?
Yeah, I think as people realise it's out there, there's a growing demand nationwide and also worldwide now, because there's a lot of people in places like Australia and Canada actually advertise as well. But obviously it's a bit more expensive to go to Canada than just down to Devon to do the house sit. But, there's a lot out there, and as people find out more about it, the websites will increase, different websites for different types of needs. Some people just want a house sitting rather than animals and pets, but next month we're off to Farnham over by London to do a 6 weeks looking after a bed and breakfast place, so that'll be different for us. We've normally just done animals, but this is just a house sit.
And I presume you say animals, obviously cats, dogs would be the obvious ones, but what other animals have you been asked to look after?
Well, we've done pigeons, we've done fish, we've done guinea pigs, we've done rabbits, we've done quails, horses, and basically anything that people would keep as a pet or even a working animal, and that they need people to look after it, as and when they might be going away for a long period of time. Like our current house owners have gone up to Montana, to Yellowstone Park to study wolves for 6 months, and they're going again at the end of next year, so that there is another opportunity for another 6-month house sit, but we don't look that far ahead generally.
Will you be sorry to go, though? Is it quite hard to wrench yourself away from a community? Like you're saying here near in Widdicombe, you're here for 6 months. Will it be hard at the end?
Well, this one's especially difficult because it's our first really long house sit. I think the maximum we've done so far has been 3 weeks. So, yeah, you have the length of time there where you can actually get involved with the community, make new friends. I mean, there's lots of people that we've already made friends with. And it is hard tearing yourself away, but you go to the next place and you make friends in the next place. You make yourself available. You say, here I am, can I help you, sort of thing. And that's our ethos, if you like, to do that.
So are you being paid for it as well as having, obviously, free accommodation?
Generally not, but we sometimes get blessed with mileage expenses, petrol money. Sometimes people leave full fridges and freezers and larders and just say, eat what you can find. But most of the time we'll just buy our own food and our own petrol, diesel. But that's all our expenses are, because the rent's already paid, the mortgage is already paid, the bills are already paid. So that's all we need to do.
So really, Jim, it's like one big long holiday.
It is, but you've got to be careful that you don't treat it as a 6-month holiday. When we're here for 6 months, you've got to think ahead and say, well, we've got so much money to last us for this 6 months. And it's very easy to get carried away and treat it like a holiday, but we try to rein our spending in to a certain extent. But, that's life, isn't it?
Who knew it was a career? That is great. Jim Brown and his wife, part of a growing band of professional house sitters offering their services in Widdicombe at the moment. 7:45 now. Let's get down.